This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by the Topsfield Fair.
At the Topsfield Fair, fun is around every corner. Experience the thrills, flavors, and entertainment you won't forget. From award-winning bites to exciting live shows, prize-winning fun awaits you at the Topsfield Fair, October 3rd to the 13th.
Tuesday Insights meteorologist Danielle Noyce here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Did you catch the Monday evening sunset? It was gorgeous. We had so many photos sent in on the Send to Us tab of our free app and on our community gallery page of our website. This shot from Ann in Waltham. Gorgeous texture to the clouds, some deeper pinks and oranges and purples in there. We actually have the hurricanes to thank for this. Some of the high thin clouds on the northern extent of Imelda down to our south came into the region. Now those are sinking south. There is Imelda, there's Humberto. The last of kind of the outer portion of Imelda on the western side will move away from the Carolinas and the Bahamas during the day today. Hurricane watches are up for Bermuda. What do you notice otherwise up and down the eastern seaboard, including for us here at home? It is an extended dry stretch through the remainder of this week into the upcoming weekend as well, including for Saturday and Sunday. So great for outdoor plans, not so good for the drought conditions. Now, Imelda is now a hurricane, a Category 1 storm, and will be zipping off now to the east-northeast. I say zipping because she's picking up forward speed, particularly over the next 24 to 36 hours. Cone of probability, Bermuda right in the center of it. So the hurricane watches will be upgraded to hurricane warnings and the storm center approaches. Now she is likely to become a little bit of a hybrid creature as she gets some drier air that's already entrained into her, not kind of the classic hurricane look to her. That said, Bermuda will have hurricane force wind gusts, surge, heavy rainfall, and then Imelda will continue to move out into the north central Atlantic. So here are the predicted wind gusts. There's Humberto's wind field. Here is Imelda. The yellow indicates tropical storm force gusts. So there's a huge area out in the Atlantic through the middle part of the week that has tropical storm force gusts. And do you know where they come close to? Nantucket tomorrow evening. And we'll take a closer look at the map here in New England. Notice the orange indicate Category 1 hurricane force winds. And Bermuda, by the time we get to Wednesday evening and night especially, will be impacted with some hurricane force gusts right outside the center of Imelda and continue to see some tropical storm force gusts lingering into early on Thursday morning. Then that will continue out in the central Atlantic. So Bermuda is under the gun here. Those wind speeds are going to be impressive over the island, likely again peaking tomorrow evening into the overnight. Meanwhile, Humberto is still a Category 2 hurricane, will curve off to the north and then northeast and then weaken over the coming days. By the time we get to tomorrow night, actually, will probably be a tropical storm at that point. So for us here at home, the big story is out over our coastal waters. Our Wednesday predicted wave height, 5 to 10 foot seas, 10 to 13 foot seas when you get from the northern flank back down to the Great South Channel. Even at the coastline, we're talking about 3, 4, 5, 6 foot breaking waves. So yes, a shot of cooler air is coming in the next couple of days. It's not an ideal beach day, but if you're headed to the shore to kind of check out the action, just watch from a safe distance. There will also be elevated to imminent rip currents over the coming days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even lingering into the start of the weekend. Predicted wave heights on Thursday, still 7 to 10 feet offshore, still 5 and 6 footers here, particularly from eastern Massachusetts down along the south coast. And then Friday, things will gradually start to lower. Again, the rip current risk will remain on Friday. Still some 3 to 4 foot seas, but offshore, particularly from the Great South Channel back up off the coastline of Nova Scotia, we're still talking about some 6 and 7 foot seas that may linger into the day on Saturday as well. Let's talk about the wind, gusting over 20 miles per hour occasionally during the evening and overnight tonight. In some spots, that wind will what we call decouple, and you'll be able to get lighter wind through the interior overnight tonight. Tomorrow, though, it's that pressure gradient that increases as high pressure builds in, and we got those hurricanes out over the ocean. So that does mean the South Shore, Cape Islands are likely to see some gusts that go over 30 miles per hour. Tropical storm force wind gusts are 39 miles per hour. We may get an isolated gust that comes up near 40 miles per hour on Nantucket, which if you're on Nantucket or you know the wind on Cape Cod and the islands, that's nothing, right? But that said, it is going to be a windy day overall with wind speeds generally 20 to 30 miles per hour sustained, gusting 30 to isolated 40 during our Wednesday afternoon and evening especially. We're dragging in the cooler air too, so our Wednesday is going to feature a noticeable change. cooler than average temperatures, crisp fall feel, highs only running in the 60s. And again, with that wind factored in, it's definitely going to be a little bit of a chilly feel, feeling like the mid 50s and even some upper 50s, mid to upper 50s on Cape Cod. Now for Wednesday night, we're going to be in the 40s for much of southern New England, though you do notice some spots dip into the 30s through the interior, and most of the northern half of New England is in the 30s. So that does mean some scattered frost. We've colored here in blue where there will likely be some pockets of it. Hard freeze in portions of far northeastern Vermont, New Hampshire, and northern Maine, where we've already had a hard freeze in many of these areas. But there may be a touch of frost that does come in over the Massachusetts border, Route 2 corridor into the Berkshires as well, and then all the way up through most of Vermont, New Hampshire, and northwestern Maine too. Highs on Thursday, 60 to 65 again. Lots of sunshine though. A few clouds at the coastline coming in off the ocean. The wind will still be active Thursday, but not as strong as Wednesday at the coastline, so 10 to 20 miles per hour. Thursday night won't be quite as cool, partially because we get some scattered clouds that come in. So 30s to low to mid 40s. That said, there will still be some pockets of frost across western New Hampshire, stretching into northern New England, where those temperatures do dip into the mid 30s. Then we get a turnaround. Friday starts the warming trend. Highs up around 70 degrees, lots of sunshine. The wind shifts out of the west. Saturday, it's a west-southwest breeze, though maybe light enough. Some sea breezes kick in at the coastline. Look at this, 75 to near 80 degrees. And Sunday looks like it's going to be around or over 80 as well. So that is honestly perfect weather for any outdoor plans you may have Friday through the weekend. That includes at the Topsfield Fair, which opens up on Friday. Picture perfect, lower 70s, cruising back through the 60s during the evening into the 50s if you're out late. Lots of sunshine on Saturday and Sunday as well. And the good news is, even though it's warm, the humidity is going to be low. So just fantastic. We'll, of course, keep you posted on everything. And if you like our content and want to support the 1 Degree Outside mission, for membership levels to do that, all the info at membership.onedegreeoutside.com.